Starting fresh. Not fresh. For some reason my other microphone, the fancy mic, just doesn't want to work today, so I will I'll be doing something else, I guess, with the mic. Hopefully you can hear me. Maps. Let's do it. To it. Yep. Looks good. I think I'm pretty sure I said yesterday I was going to be back. I'm back today. My wife went on a plane and I have kind of nothing to do. I mean, I kind of have nothing to do anyways all the time, you know, so this is why I do this. So I'll be streaming development and stuff. What is that? Oh. Interesting. All right. My son is out there playing a great game called Wind Waker. He's having the time of his life while I'm in here, which is fantastic. That's good for both of us. I think last time we left off, I was just like putting crap along the edges here and making sure everything's spread out and, you know, hiding the ugliness that is the terrain and just making it look like a rocky surface. Kind of, you know, as much as I can. I don't really care about what the medium parts look like. I do care about what the top silhouette looks like. There's a specific motif that I'm going for, and it's kind of like kind of a magical place, I guess. So I really like how there's like columns like this sticking out, you know. And I kind of want to do that, so I'll probably want to do that somewhere where you could see it down here in the silhouette. As you're walking down, you could see these large kind of pillar type things sticking out. So that'll be the top areas, top-ish areas. That's kind of what you'll see. That's what I want to be seen. So people can be like wowed by it, you know, like, oh wow, that looks amazing, or something, you know. It's just a general idea here for that. I want it to look as organic as possible. Possible. It's been a good Saturday. Otherwise, went to Anchorage, dropped off the wife, and then we went to. We have a comic book / game store, Bosco's. Went to Bosco's. It's almost like Costco's. I really just noticed that. Went to Bosco's and really to get some, to see if we could get a memory card for a GameCube. Man, not a lot of stores carry that. I have to go to this store that's it's called the Game Emporium or Warehouse. I don't even know, man, but it's like this old. They carry a lot of old retro stuff and as well as new stuff. But man, you walk in there and they're constantly having these like tournaments for what was it? It's the one where you like, it's a fighting game. You press one button to do all the attacks. It's got all the Nintendo characters. Smash Brothers. That's it. That's the one. So like a bunch of, a lot of young adults were in there playing Super Smash Brothers, like 9 or 10 or whatever they're up to now. For the Switch, I don't know if they were competing against each other or what, but they were paying. They were paying to play against each other, which is probably a genius tactic for revenue, because like they're paying like $7 a pop for game time, which is odd. Just get the game and play it at home, But I guess it's a community thing, so that's cool, whatever. But everybody smelled like bad BO and weed, and I'm there with my son, I'm like, we got to make this quick. There's some dude, he was like trying to bum rides. Oh, one of you drove. No, actually, we took the bus. Oh, okay. That's cool too. Yeah. You bum. I'm alright with nerds. But like, there is an excess amount of nerd there, and I'm over here like wanting to do a LAN party, and now I'm reconsidering it because that was a lot of nerd. That was a lot to handle. And I like nerds, but man, sometimes it's a little much. A little much. Especially with Super Smash Bros. It's such a, to me it's such like a simplistic fighting game. I don't understand why it's so big. There's no walls. You just try to knock each other off or something. I don't get it. I don't understand. There's no health bars. I don't see any like tactics, I guess. I don't know. Too old and rickety for that, I guess. I don't know. So I'm not a fan of how this looks. I'm gonna take this out so I could see. I want this to be seen, so I'm gonna take that out and maybe lay it down somewhere else. I like how chiseled this is. This is a very chiseled corner. You could like stack these and make like bricks out of them or something. Make houses out of this particular rock. Yeah, looks alright. Looks alright. Oh. Oh my. I didn't realize there was a whole big other rock down there. It's great. I think I'm going to use one of these logs. That's actually a good asset. Show that there's a flow buildup. So like, because I guess that also should probably explain the process, my thinking process here. I want to show that there's kind of a slow stream, and it's got like logs and junk in it. So I'm going to be putting this crap in there as debris. I don't need very much. Maybe one more. Right there. So it'll go under here and then come out over here somehow, somewhere. That is the intention. It'll connect to this area here. I'll build it with a couple of these things here. Copy this, put it over here, and kind of resort it, rearrange it a little bit. weird branch. Okay. Okay. Maybe, what is this? Is this a rock right here? I'll probably use another particle here and put it right by that rock. Sounds like a good idea. Just some water shooting off into space here. Looks good. Let's go down this way. This one actually I might have kind of shooting up into the air like so. So it looks like there's kind of rough water up ahead, I guess. I don't know. Rough water ahead. I don't know if this particular if this river has physics attached to it. Not sure if the AI yeah, it does. Look at that. Perfect. So you'll get wet if you enter in this area. I don't know how far you can go. I don't know if you can cross or not, but you'll get wet over there. That's good. That's good. Okay. So this is going to be kind of a difficult part right here, because you're going to be able to overlook this area. But if your camera pans this way, you're going to see this junk here, and I don't want there to be a cut line like this, so I don't really know what to do with this area quite I don't know yet. I might put in a I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. I might put in some height fog, and as you go down there, you're going to have an atmosphere that has fog that covers all this up. You won't be able to see. And then as soon as you come down over here, you have a different atmosphere that will cancel all this out. Distance fog, and then as well as a restrictive region trigger, I guess. Best way to put that. Alright, so what I want to do, like I said before, is do some work with these pillars when you look down. So I'm going to switch cameras to game camera, and that's how we're going to look at things for a good portion. So you're walking down here and you notice some weird errors, and you go, this is not a very well made mod, and you stop playing it. There we go. Alright, just like that. These are important to catch. Yep. Especially since they're just sitting there floating. Yeah, good to catch, good to catch. It seems like this camera angle, or the game camera mode, really helps with that. Hey Retro, what up? Told you I'd be here, I promised, so I'm here. I'm just streaming it up. So I saw you're doing boat battles. How's that coming along? So what does Sucker Punch do exactly when you hit somebody with, or when you hit the boat with a Sucker Punch? Oh, really? Oh, okay. And that's not a good thing, I guess. Yes, I assume. Probably not a good thing. Man, I just can't get this thing to look good right here. Just look good right here. Just do it. We'll fix it in post. Okay, what's this? What's going on here? What are you doing? Looking all crazy. Messaging me. No, it's not my wife. It's my mother-in-law reminding us that we have a birthday. I have a birthday to go to that I probably won't go to. Oh, is it? Wait, hold on a second. Is it Roman's? Whose birthday is it? Yeah, it's Roman's. Jesus, it's hot. Again, somebody turned up the heat. My son did. I'll be right back. Not right now. Floating items. I'm going to turn this one upside down too. Why not? It's a good tree. Right over there. It's getting hot in there. It is. It's getting way too hot. I have to undress. I have to take off my clothes. This looks like crap, but what are you going to do, you know? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Cover it up. That's what you're going to do. You're going to cover it up with a bunch of rocks. Don't ask me again. Since we got them, we'll use them. There's plenty of rocks. Spend so many hours putting crap on top of other crap to cover it up. This is how makeup works, by the way, gentlemen. This is it right here. What do you think about makeup? What are your thoughts on makeup? Should have asked this question last night for all of you guys. Your thoughts on makeup. Oh, yeah, that one's good. You don't use much? Good. I don't either. My wife doesn't either. It's kind of, it's kind of a deception. It's a lie. I think it's worse than Photoshop. Makeup can drastically alter the way you look. Drastically. Like worse than Photoshop can. Like people are like, "Oh, you photoshopped your face." Well, makeup does a lot better. Like you could do, you could go full out disguise with makeup. My personal thoughts on that. It's crazy. Excessive makeup. I think there was a chick, or there was a couple or something like that. There was some couple, and they got married, and like a week later, the lady, the bride or whatever, the wife, came in with no makeup on, or he woke up and like next to a woman he didn't recognize. He's like, "Who the hell are you?" And she's like, "I'm your wife." And he's like, "What?" And she's like, "I just have no makeup on." And he divorced her, man. He's like, "This is not, no, that you don't look like my wife, man. You don't look like the person I've been, for 3 years. You don't look like this person." It's deceptive. It's just deceptive. Don't do it. You need all the help. You got a girlfriend, right? You got somebody in your life, I thought. If you don't, I'm sorry for speaking. I'm actually really terrible at husbandry. You're like, yeah, fine. Ah, good. Don't get cocky now. I'm a good dad. I feel like I'm confident in my dad abilities, not confident in my husband abilities. And it like took me being a husband to realize that, and I'll admit that to my wife and be like, I'm not good at this shit. I'm not really good at it. I'm a good dad, really good at that shit, but not a husband. I sometimes just I don't want to listen to what she has to say. She knows that. I told her. So. And yeah, it's just the way it goes, I guess. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. We're not like fighting all the time or some shit, but just know that I'm not. I know my limits. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses, and yeah, that's definitely one of them. I'm not a good. I'm not thoughtful. I guess that's also. It does. But she's like really thoughtful, and I'm like not thoughtful at all. You know, I want to go like play laser tag. You know, like I want to go play laser tag next week. She probably doesn't want to. I don't know what to say about that. You know, like you're either coming or you're not. You know, coming or breathing hard. Yeah, as they said in Screamers. Peter Weller. That was one of my favorite lines in that movie. By the way, if you've ever seen it, it's good. It's way before its time, I think. I liked it a lot. Peter Weller also is an underrated actor. He's not given enough credit. I mean, he's an actor and he sucks because all actors kind of suck and they're all dramatic and stupid. But you know, if they weren't, he'd be a good actor. He'd be one of the ones I like because he was RoboCop. He did a good job at RoboCop. Didn't get cocky. Didn't get carried away. Not like, Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. Tom Hanks just remained humble. Dead or alive. You coming with me? Nobody, and he doesn't have an accent. Nobody could really do a good RoboCop in person. I can't. I don't know. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Anybody that was born in the 90s probably has no idea what I'm talking about. That was a good movie. It's a really good movie. Now I kind of want to watch it, but my son's here. I can't. It's a lot of gore, especially the version I have, which is the unrated version, which is the version they did not release in theaters. Yeah, that's the one I got. It's the good one. It's the good version. I just read a story, I think. Yeah, a story about what's his name? Kubrick, Stanley Kubrick. I'm not really a fan of his work. I never really liked his movie. Full Metal Jacket was alright, it's good, it's alright. Not really like super fan of it though. His movies are slow paced, but I never really liked that one with the cold with Jack Nicholson and he freezes to death. Shiver, Shilling, The Shining. The Shining, is that what it's? I think it's called The Shining. But I never really liked it. But I read an article about what like the lady, the chick, had to go through. Like she was made to do like the same scene over like 100 times. She like went insane because of it. I would have just been like, you know what? Fuck you, man. I am out of here. Find somebody else. Refuse to do it. Give 5 takes. If you don't like them, get out of here. I never liked the Shining. I just never thought it was scary. I never thought it was tense or anything. It's just boring and hard to watch most of the time. My opinion. I think somebody was like, oh, you gotta watch Clockwork Orange. It's the best movie I've ever seen. I watched it. It's dumb. It's just dumb. Did not like it. Another flop. In my mind. It's a cult classic, I guess, right? Something like that. Ooh, there it goes. There's that sucker punch. This is what happens, I guess, when you do Sucker Punch. The boats overlap. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I would definitely limit the skills that you could use on a boat. Just, you know, give them certain skills, like capsize boat or something, or cannonball, or hit it with an oar. That's a good skill. Hit it with an oar. Whoa, is that like one asset? What's going on over here? Is that, yeah, it's a big old giant ugly rock. Good to go. Maybe I should have done this like one prefab at a time, you know, instead of like laying down literally probably 80 and then kind of just going through and cleaning up the mess. This is a mess. Finding all sorts of stuff. Ah, crap. Just give me that tree. It's really hard to click on some of these assets because they don't want to be clicked on. There we go. Yeah, and if like these guys right here, oh, the hardest. There's like one little tiny spot you could click them on, and it's down at the base somewhere. So some of this area I'll have to redo, just because it's the terrain. I think I'll have to redo. Just smooth it out a bit, you know. This is really rough here. Kind of wish there was well, there might be a way to snap all these to the floor. Actually, there might be a way. That could be a thing I could do, is snap them all, snap it all. down to the floor. But everything that I have, ooh, that could be also a bad idea. Here's what I'll do. Interaction mode. Where is it? Create? No, I want... Where's my... Scale, rotate, what about translate? There it is, way down here. Snap to floor. There, so now at least when I move it around, it'll just automatically snap to the nearest object, I guess. Just like that. Probably shouldn't do it with rocks, since they might snap up, you know. So just kind of do that, move them around. See, like that's what I mean. But I guess the midpoint for these rocks are kind of already down. You know, they're not the bottom of the rock. They're at the midpoint, so that's not bad. What time? Round 3. Yes. Let's do that. That might be all right. I wonder where the snap point for the trees are. Oh, ugly. Okay, don't touch the trees. For me, this is the best way to kind of get a general idea for how things look. The camera will bounce back up or up and down and stuff. Like, you'll find these a lot easier. And all you have to do is move them around for it to snap to the ground, you know. So that makes it a little quicker. And I just kind of realized I built way too many things. I built way too much stuff. And it's a lot of the stuff people won't even see because you're zoomed in considerably. So you won't even see some of the assets that I have beyond this area. So I need to get a good grip on that because, like, that stuff probably isn't necessary, to be honest. Even if you do zoom in like that, the over the head, over the shoulder view, you know. There's certain areas where you're up high, you know. That's kind of all I'm really concerned about is seeing like posts and stuff and walls and garbage. Nature garbage, I should say. So some of these areas I need to also make sure people can't really wander off too far off the map. No, that's just my point sound. I have point sound and then a dummy, a couple of dummies floating around. So let's see here. There's a dummy right there, and overlapping dummy elsewhere around here somewhere. The initial one is around here somewhere. I don't know where I put it though. It's hidden by trees. It's got to be orange, so... Oh, here it is. It's right there. So here's the original point sound, and then the dummies are just tied into it so they continue the music. Yeah. And that's all there is. That's all there's to that. Same thing I have going on down here, so yeah, a lot of this stuff isn't really going to be seen by the player, especially when I do my painting, which I guess I might as well do now. I'm going to do another full gen on it, just to redo the... Yeah, it just... See, that's the thing about those sound triggers, they loop automatically. Because it's meant for sound effects, like a river loop, you know, that kind of thing. So it's not a one shot, and it worked perfectly for me. You know, you move away. Yeah, I'll do that after I do this. I'll show you how it sounds. You have to space them really well. Otherwise, you'll get stuff that, you know, seems off in the distance, and you'll come back, you know. And I place the triggers up high, and now I kind of don't want to do that. I want to place them at ground level, because the sound is played to your camera. Wherever that sound trigger is, it's by your camera. You know. So, but here it is. You can run around. You know. This first little area. And kind of the further you get away from the main area, the softer the music gets. So, but here's the other trigger. I will need to fix that river. You should be able to cross it like I did. That was a test. Test of the navigation system. And then here's kind of the atmosphere that I already have in there. I think I used this because it looks good, and it's already got a height fog going on, so everything looks distant off there. You know, you can't really see too much, and I like that. Yeah, and then I don't know how things look when we come down, so let's take it out. Let's check it out. And as you leave the area, the music goes away. Okay, here's that river. All right. We'll have to make it pretty or something. All right, so you can't really see too far down, which is a good thing. I don't want people to see too far down, and I'll probably do something down there so you can't view too much of things down there. But this is Truce Canyon, so I will need to add some sound effects to this. I just realized this doesn't have any point sounds, as far as waterfall goes. So in the original Chrono Trigger, there's definitely a pronounced trickling of water that you can hear. It's nice. See, pretty much looks like Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, looks pretty identical. Cooking with gas over here. Okay. And so when you get to town, you're gonna start hearing the town music the closer you get. And see, this is what I mean. The closer your camera is to the sound dummy, the more you hear. So that's why I want to keep it down low, so it's not blasting in your ear. And I'll probably put another one over here, just because when you reach this spot, it cuts out. So. But what I like is the music keeps going. The loop keeps going. It doesn't stop, or it doesn't start over. Unless I think you have to leave for far away, or a certain amount, and then let's see how long it is. But yeah, you come back up here, and you can travel back to Truce Canyon, back through. And this is, I'll have the tinkling water going. You could hear it, I could already hear it in my mind. I could already hear it right through here. So, yeah, I think it'll be nice. Shared assets, waterfall. Whoa, why? What's going on? Why is it red? Anybody know that? What happened? Oh, I think didn't uh-oh, that's not good. Oof. Ambient point water splash. Okay. Can't hear nothing. Did Laughing Leader solve that? I think he did. I think he was saying that there was like 400 some sounds that were not working or something for us. Is that what he was saying? I don't remember now. So here's some point sounds, right? Let's see how this works. Yeah. Sound resource. Water. Ambient. Splash. Here's some splash. Oh, I guess here it is. I can't hear a single thing though. Where the hell is my snap the floor? Do that. Point sound? Oh, it can't be ambient. Okay. These points right here, the point. Oh, point sound. Okay, here it is. Okay. I don't believe you. Maybe I gotta restart my engine. I don't know. Restart your engine. Reload. Yeah, I got some going on my river. But I thought you could do that with anything, because I have ambient, like, children running around and, like, laughing, you know, as a point sound. I have a whole bunch. Did something happen? Did they... Um, did they redo something? Birds in a canyon. A water. Okay, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. I'm also going to put one over here, but I'm going to change what it is. Or maybe over here. $100 meters. Yes. Okay. And then we'll do another one for over here. This one will be point sound. I like the birds. Many seagulls? No. Goose? Geese? Should I have geese? Friggin' geese. mono. Like stereo. Can we have stereo? Many flamingos. Let's just say many. Many flamingos, crickets, flies, frogs. Oh boy. How about forest? I don't hear any woods? Wood? Oh, there it goes. I thought I had like birds somewhere. Let me try this one right here. Just put it over here. Surround sound, so I mean we'll see if it works, you know. I'll put it at camera height so we'll be able to hear some things. I'll do another one over here. Looks good. Sounds good. Looks good. I'm an idiot. Sounds good. Ugh. Oish. Man, I don't know if I am done with it or not, or kind of sick of it. It's a lot of work, man. You know? I gotta figure out which is what now. What's what? What is the grass at? There it is. I wish there was opacity setting on the grass so you could see where things were. That'd be really nice. That would be super nice. It's a lot of work. Oh my gosh. Oh. And like the work is great. I love it, and I wish I had an office to do it in. And I wish I had a crew, and I wish I had a... What? No interruptions. Just push the... Did you save it? Okay, then you just push the power button. On the console. You have to push it on the Wii. He's got Wind Waker, so he's happy, but not anymore. I guess he's done playing it, so we'll probably see him, hear him here in a second. So much work. So much work. This is why I really would like to work in a group, but I don't want to. At least you have a template for the enemies you need in there, writing dialogues and all that, scripting, so much work. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a template. I mean, the enemies are going to be, that's really the least of everything here, because what we're going to, what's going to be in here is going to be different than what's in the game, than the real game, because this is stuff before, this stuff happens before, Chrono even arrives. That's the way it's supposed to be, at least. So I don't even know. And it's a lot of work. It's so much work. Just gotta keep plugging away, I guess. I don't know. Why do I do it? Who knows? Who knows anymore? Who knows? Actually, I kind of like that. I will keep that. That's why I do it. Moments like those little moments. I don't know where I am. Yeah. I'm working on something. At least I'm doing something with my life. I mean, I could be sitting here with my thumb up my ass instead, So, not that I do that. Not my thing. Figure of speech, people. Yeah. God, this needs to get smoothed out or something. I guess I could also just start working on this terrain and kind of bringing it up and down and whatnot. I'm not into it, but if you are, whatever. If you have a dominatrix in your life, that's your prerogative. You do what you do. If a finger in your asshole gets you off, that's fine. I don't judge, man. I don't kink shame. Oof, there's some hard edges there. Damn. So if you look at like Fort Joy, and you look at their terrain, it is incredibly, the elevation varies little. Everything else is kind of built with scenery, but the elevation, like it's not this drastic. There isn't elevation that's this drastic, like nowhere in the game, at least in Fort Joy and what is it, that other area, the Reaper's Coast. That's what I noticed. They don't have, and maybe that's just a stylistic choice. Maybe they knew, like, hey, things become very stretchy if we do that, and things look kind of ugly. So be careful, you know. Yeah, there are a couple scenic overlooks, but they're, I don't know if it's with terrain or if it's mainly used with scenery or how they do it. But yeah, there are a couple. Um, agreed there. But not very many. But the terrain is very very tame. It's rolling hills, you know. It's not like sharp inclines and crap like what I have. Mine, I am so vertical when it comes to this stuff, and I think, and I don't know, I don't know why that is. I think I was playing a game. I don't know which one, and it didn't load all the way. I mean, it loaded for you to play. You know, you're in the game, you're playing, and I think it was an MMO, but none of the assets loaded. The only thing that loaded was the terrain, and it was so blank. There's just like, it was like there was nothing, no elevation change. There was some elevation change, but it was very like flat, um, as far as that goes. And I was like, wow, this is immediately very boring now, because that's all there is. It's just, it's not, doesn't really depict real life, I guess. I don't know. And living here in Alaska, terrain changes a lot. Um, it's very hilly here, especially here. You know, it's not, and like steep declines and inclines and things like that, things of that nature. So, yeah, that's, I'm not really sure what point I'm trying to make. Aside from, I think that's why I model the way I do with terrain is basically because that's, I'm doing it because of where I live. And I also just want like more variety in where you are in atmosphere. You know, I want you to be in a mountain. I want you to feel like you're in a mountain. Um, and the only way I feel I know how to do that is to literally put you up high. You know, instead of having that illusion that you're down low somewhere, or having the illusion that you're up high, but really you're just like in a level that's made to look like it. I have to have that elevation, you know, to kind of start emulating um, the actual elevation. So that's all I really wanted to say about that. The walking surface area I do want kind of flattish, and maybe like show that there's been people kind of running back and forth and stuff on it. So plant that. And I wonder if that's like kind of with game developers, if you know, if they model things after where they are, or not, or the artistic directors, you know, how they do things. They probably don't, of course. This is probably what sets me apart from professionals. See, like this guy's really hard to click on. I have no idea where the click point is on this stupid freaking tree. Where is it? Up here somewhere? Just let me click you, tree. Hey, that's definitely not it. Imagine naming all these trees, like if every one of them had, had to have, you can't have like A, B, C. You had to have like, I don't know, some other names. Is that it? Did I get it? Did I have it? Nope, that's a rock. Got it. Yes. It's over here somewhere. And it'll look a lot better when I start, laying down the instance paint. It's gonna look a lot better, a hell of a lot better. So that's gonna be great. But hell, if it's not a lot of work. Most of the time, you don't even see this stuff. You don't see the terrain. It's just kind of this underneath stuff. I should load up. Load it up. What is the instance paint? That's this, right? That's coming from here, or it's not material, is it? Right? No, it's not. It's resource, visual resources. There it is. VP. Right? You could do this too, but not a good idea. VPs. Let's see what else is under VP. All this crap. Okay, let's go with just grass. Grass A. That's it, grass A. Grass and swamp. I think that's all we're gonna put in from there for now, and I can start doing something. Is it BP? Where is the looking in shared? But I don't know if it's actually in shared. It is. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Well, all right. Right onto that rock. Very nice, very nice. Good stuff. Let's do terrain only for now. This is really nice to cover up like seams like this. At least I like to do that. Cover up seams. You guys do it. That's how I do it. Am I using the right grass even? Look. So yeah, it's gonna have to be grassy. We'll hit the other stuff later. I remember I put down I think it was like close to 100,000 FX pebbles down into the starting village, and to me it didn't matter because I have a pretty good computer, but like it bogged down a lot of other people's stuff. It is doing a random, right? I hope it is random Y. Every which way from everywhere. Can you hear the birds coming through? There we go. That's where I wanted. Ah, crap. Had it, lost it. That's good enough. I didn't think I could do it on the trees, but apparently you can paint on the trees too. Chrono Trigger. That's good. That worked out. Pretty sure I get copyright strikes every time that song plays on my YouTube channel. It's not a big deal because the creator of that song, or recreator or remaster guy, definitely deserves the revenue from that. From the the 5 views that I get, which is pretty normal. That's typical. It's good. It's a good viewership there. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, let's calm down the project. Only on this rock. Not that much. Look at that, you could even put it on top of the water. That's great. They really mean it, you know. Terrain only means terrain only, and everything else is everything else. Put it on a person if you wanted to. Cover up these seams. And get rid of all the random or the duplicates here after I'm done with some of this. And I think I'm about done. My back is almost had it in this chair. This is a better chair, but still it's still not the I don't know. This isn't really my dream setup either for streaming. It's kind of stressful on because I'm leaning forward a lot of the time. I can't lean back. I always think I have to be pretty close to the microphone, and that's just because of you know, past production broadcast experience. You know, No, this is a new chair. This is a good chair. It's just and it's a lot. It's an improvement over the last chair, I should say. My ass got so sore from sitting on the last chair. It's just got way too sore. But like I'd like to lean back, and it's just this whole setup is it's designed for me to like look down on something like a hawk, instead of look up with my neck. So it's putting a lot of strain on my neck just looking down all the time. Yeah, I don't get to lean back, and it's just it sucks. Me and my wife were talking about buying a portable cabin, um, and sticking it out front. And I was gonna put electricity in it, plumbing, maybe not plumbing, but definitely electricity and insulate it stuff. And then I don't know, maybe just that would be my new setup back there somehow. Make it all custom, so I could just, if I wanted to stream and be as loud as I wanted to be, I could go in there and do exactly that. Okay, I think I'm going to save it right here for now and give myself a little break-a-roo. It's been a good Saturday, right? I didn't realize that was so loud. There, look at that. Maybe that's what it was too. The mic was sinking slowly. So I'm like trying to follow the mic the whole time. Look at that. Yeah, it's been a good Saturday, huh? Yeah, not me, but it's alright. That's. Saturdays are for whatever the hell you want them to be for. Yeah. Yep, I agree. Alright, man. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Solve that boat problem. I'll see you. I might be on tomorrow morning, possibly, my usual time. We'll see. And it might be a longer stream. I really want to adjust it so I can lean back a little bit more. So I'll work on that tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'll take it easy. See you tomorrow.